Make no doubt about it, you're going to see the guys playing way in. And I think way in for Chris Johnson is his specialty. Yeah! This guy really amazes me. Come on, Dave. His 8th tournament, 2 shows. He's fearless. He just doesn't know that, that you have to be afraid of these guys out here because he's had early success and he's just ridden the roller coaster for the last 8 weeks. But this was last week's winner.
Upstate New York. And red-hot Ryan-Shafer, back-to-back shows, has the rev rate dialed in for his first ball. Great confidence boost to begin that way as we check out the Baby Ruth Real Deal matchup.
And in every statistical category, Ryan-Shafer is leading. But Chris Johnson doesn't go by stats. He doesn't read stats. He just says, hey, man, bring it on. Let's get after it.
90% in match play. Talk about dominant. Yeah. Wow. Shreds the rack twice to begin this semifinal match against the flame-throwing rookie, Chris Johnson.
Ryan-Shafer just a little bit left of where Jeff Lizzie was. 2 or 3 boards. Remember, each board is about an inch in width. See what he did in the round of 8. Last night, he threw the last 22 out of 24 strikes the last 2 games. But this guy, Chris Johnson, can strike.
Talk about confidence.
Come on, CJ.
With Chris Johnson. Met with him last night. And first question you ask him about the adversity you spoke about a few moments ago, coming in from the AMF Babylon Lanes, West Babylon, Long Island, New York, about 45 minutes or so east of New York City. Dave Ryan, Randy Peterson, our entire crew. We asked Chris, what were you bothered about losing to Steve Jarris? Jarris is on the bench in Toledo. Yeah! He's not bothered now. I think his performance answers the question plain and simple. It's the confidence. He says he got over it almost right away.
Well, he said that, he said it was money out of his hand. He thought it was going to strike. He thought it was going to do this right here. The ball just kept going. He likes that one. Perfect through 3. Ryan-Shafer working on a double. A strike will even the match.
Trying to continue the hot start between our 2. Wow. Looked a touch high, hoping that would hold. His first 2 best of 7 match play rounds. Our Tim Chris works with us on our ESPN broadcast. Made the round of 16, as did Randy Peters.
Thanks, Dave.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Good
very
week
much.
for you.
Thank you. You can see why Brad Angelo's leading the point race this year, but Brad won the first game against Ryan-Shafer, and then Ryan-Shafer just mauled him the next 4.
Oh, Shafer a 12-7 match play record, over 229 average in his match play wins. You had a nice thing going until you ran into Pete Weber.
Well, in the round of 32, Pete Weber beat my buddy Ray Edwards 4-0, and then I bowled Pete the next morning, and he beat me 4-0. And that was the second time he's done that 2 years in a row in Long Island.
Oh, and change that trend, partner. Shafer avoids the open frame. Road to the TV show. Kretzer, Ozio, and Pete Weber, the legend, went down in 7. Couple of 7-gamers there. And look at all the matches that went the distance. Staying red hot. It's CJ from Garland, Texas, near Dallas. He told us last night an absolute dream come true, not only to compete against PDW, Pete Weber, for the first time, but to beat him. He says, growing up as a kid, watched him on TV and would envision taking on Pete Weber, needing to double in the 10th. And every time in my little dreams about it, he would double in the 10th and beat Pete Weber. He faced him last night, realizing a dream in the round of 8, and took Pete in 7.
Perfection through 5 frames, young Chris Johnson leading the Rookie of the Year points. Let me show you why. Look at how far left he is. Look where he's sliding. His left foot sliding in the left gutter. Watch Watch the hand flip around the side. That gets the ball to feed right. It also gets it to return. When you're playing that deep, you got to get the ball to return back to the pocket. The way you do that is by getting your hand to rotate around the side. Here's another guy that can rotate around the side of it.
Towards a dangerous split. 10-pin left up there for Shafer.
If you're asking yourself, why is Ryan-Shafer so much further right than Chris Johnson? It's simple. Ball reaction. Ryan decided to go much straighter. He's got less movement down the lane. His ball doesn't enter the pocket as sharp. But early on,
the fifth frame and style.
Early on, it looks like Chris Johnson's got the best road to the 1-3.
Does it ever. Blistering the rack time and time again. 5-bagger to begin the match for Chris Johnson. Shafer is down 22 pins. Had a good year, although not high up in the tour rankings. He is in average over 221. He's 4th best on the tour in that category. Hoping for help. 10-pin. Down she goes. He'll gladly take that in the 6th frame. He is down 22 pins. When we return, the conclusion of this exciting match in the semifinal. Who will advance on to the finals? We'll find out. Much more from the island. Footwork can be so intriguing and almost always different, bowler to bowler.
Absolutely. You know, when you talk to Chris Johnson, you ask him why he does what he does, he says, I have no idea. It's all feel.
He's got a good feel right now. Look out, Brooklyn strength crossing over the head pin. 6-bagger and a 32-pin lead for CJ.
I want you to watch his hand at the foul line. Watch how the fingers rotate around. Look at it go around the side. That ball he got left. And this week, if you grab the holes at the bottom of the swing, the ball never scooted right.